Mysterious disappearance of Brianna Maitland, unveiling the truth. Since her disappearance on March 19, 2004, Brianna Maitland's mysterious disappearance has captured the attention of both the public and investigators. Brianna left her job at the Black Lantern Inn in Vermont when she was just 17 years old, and she was never seen again. Unanswered questions, unsettling circumstances, and a string of unsettling leads that haven't revealed the whole story surround her case. In this video, we will tell you about the mysterious disappearance of Brianna Maitland. Number 7. Disappearance date. The mysterious disappearance of Brianna Maitland on March 19, 2004 is a somber reminder of the impermanence of life and the unpredictable nature of destiny. Brianna, only 17, was juggling the usual obstacles of adolescence, including friendships, school, and a part-time job at the Black Lantern Inn in Montgomery, Vermont. She was well known for her kind disposition and diligent work ethic, and she aspired to work in the arts. After wrapping up her shift at approximately 11:20 p.m. on that fateful evening, Brianna made the crucial decision to leave work by herself instead of going out to dinner with her co-workers. Her family became alarmed when she did not return home as expected. Shortly after midnight, they reported her missing, sparking a frenetic search that soon involved members of the local community and law enforcement. They could sense the urgency of their worries when Brianna neglected to check in or let them know where she was. This was the start of a protracted investigation into her disappearance that would take years to complete and yield no conclusive results. Number 6. Last seen. An important piece of the puzzle surrounding Brianna Maitland's disappearance is the date of her last verified sighting. Shortly after she completed her shift, witnesses remember seeing her drive away from the Black Lantern Inn in her mother's 1985 Oldsmobile, which was a pale green color. Later on, this car would come to dominate the investigation. Those who knew Brianna well expressed immediate concern when she decided not to go to dinner with coworkers because it was unusual for her to cut herself off from friends and social opportunities. She seemed to be in a good mood at work that evening, according to reports, which heightens the mystery surrounding her abrupt decision to go alone. In assembling the chronology preceding her disappearance, detectives tried to ascertain whether personal problems or psychological anguish Brianna was going through could have affected her behavior. Due to her lack of communication with friends and family after work, investigators were left to wonder what could have happened to her and became increasingly concerned for her safety. Number 5. Car discovery. Just hours after Brianna was last seen, on March 20, 2004, her car was found. This finding proved to be crucial to the investigation and would influence its course for years to come. About a mile from the Black Lantern Inn, where she was employed, her car was discovered backed into an abandoned barn. Later on, investigators would search the area for more evidence. When police arrived on the scene, they saw that the car looked to be in good condition, which made them wonder if Brianna had parked there voluntarily or if something more sinister had happened. Authorities found a number of personal items inside the car. Unopened pay stubs from her job suggested she had intended to return. Prescription drugs suggested she might have been taking care of health concerns, and other items suggested an ordinary teenage life that had been appended. These items' presence prompted investigators to explore a number of scenarios, such as kidnapping or voluntary disappearance. But the car itself showed no evidence of foul play or struggle, no blood, no signs of a struggle, which raised a lot of questions and stoked rumors about what might have happened to Brianna after she parked there. Number 4. Investigation initiation. Following Brianna's disappearance and the finding of her car, the Vermont State Police began a comprehensive investigation that would eventually involve numerous agencies and community volunteers. Interviewing friends, acquaintances, co-workers, and family members helped investigators learn more about Brianna's life before she vanished. Their goal was to comprehend her social interactions and any possible dangers she might have encountered. Investigators diligently pursued each lead as tips about Brianna's whereabouts or sightings started coming in from worried citizens. One particularly concerning tip came from an anonymous caller who claimed that 2 local drug dealers had killed Brianna. This claim led investigators to further investigate Brianna's social circle and look into any possible connections she might have had with people engaged in criminal activity or risky behavior. Investigators were ultimately unable to locate any evidence to support these claims, despite considerable efforts to confirm this lead through interviews and background checks on possible suspects in this field. This left them frustrated but unflinching in their pursuit of answers. Number 3. Theories of disappearance. As Brianna's case continued to drag on without resolution, a number of theories concerning what might have transpired that fateful night in March 2004 came to light. According to a well-known theory, Brianna's possible drug use may have contributed to foul play. Others conjecture that she might have come into contact with dangerous people engaged in drug trafficking or other illegal activity in the last hours of her life. This theory gained momentum as a result of reports that Brianna had been dealing with substance abuse problems recently. This could have put her in situations where she could have encountered people who could have been dangerous to her safety. Another theory suggests that Brianna might have made the decision to go missing on her own initiative as a result of emotional distress stemming from family dynamics or relationships at school. Friends' testimonies would show behavioral changes in Brianna prior to her disappearance, including a greater tendency to withdraw from social interactions and indications of anxiety about future plans, lend credence to this theory. Furthermore, theories have surfaced regarding a potential link between Brianna's case and other unresolved disappearances in Vermont during that time, most notably Maura Murray's case. This raises concerns about the possibility of a serial predator targeting young women in the area. Number 2. DNA evidence. Authorities revealed a major breakthrough in March 2022, nearly 2 decades after Brianna vanished, when they identified DNA evidence from objects discovered inside her abandoned car during previous investigations, with new opportunities to identify potential suspects or witnesses who might have vital information about what transpired on that fateful night in March 2004. This discovery gave investigators and Brianna's family hope once again. In addition to identifying specific individuals, the DNA analysis attempted to make connections between known suspects and unresolved cases in the region, possibly by identifying common criminal patterns or behaviors that have been noticed over time. Law enforcement officials reported they were unable to identify any suspects specifically linked to this DNA evidence, despite months of thorough analysis and scrutiny of this evidence, including comparisons against national databases. This lack of tangible leads has left both investigators and Brianna's family feeling frustrated but resolute in their quest for answers. Number 1. Ongoing search for answers. Even though a lot of time has passed since Brianna Maitland vanished, the investigation into her disappearance is still active as of 2023. The FBI has taken an interest in the case and is offering a sizable reward of $40,000 for information that directly leads to its resolution. This is a calculated move intended to encourage witnesses who may have previously been reluctant to come forward with information about Brianna's fate to come forward without fear of reprisals or criticism from law enforcement or society at large. In addition to actively participating in events devoted to missing persons cases across various platforms nationwide, her family continues to tirelessly advocate for awareness surrounding her case through social media campaigns. They work closely with organizations that are focused on finding missing people and encourage anyone who may possess even seemingly insignificant information, no matter how small, to step forward, so they can finally bring closure to themselves and the countless others who have experienced similar heartache over This information gives readers a thorough grasp of every facet of Brianna Maitland's enigmatic disappearance and emphasizes the law enforcement's continued efforts as well as her family's unwavering quest for answers. If you liked our video, please hit the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel.